Marcus Paul Dare was a British antiquarian writer, born in 1902 in Leicester, the son of Joseph Dare, former sea captain and curator of Wiggiston's Boys' School. In 1920 he joined the Leicester Daily Mercury as a junior reporter. At this time he married his first wife, Molly Saunders. In 1932 he left for India to join the Times of India in Bombay, returning to Britain in 1935 to work on the Nottingham Guardian. In 1939 he was arrested and tried for the theft of a Latin Vulgate Bible from Buckingham Parish Church, but was acquitted upon saying he had no recollection of having stolen it, linked to former blackouts due to malaria. However, in 1940 he was sentenced to 1 year in prison for having stolen a chalice and a stained glass window from a church. His marriage failed as a result. He was sent to prison several more times, working in the army and as a bookseller's assistant between stints in jail. After his release from an 18-month sentence from 1944, he married Louisa Lovell, but in 1947 he was again sent to prison for 3 months, his bookshop failing as a result. He and Louisa separated in 1952. In 1962 he committed suicide when he was about to be arrested again. Dare was a student of medieval sorcery and the occult, and in 1947 published his only work of fiction, Unholy Relics, which we shall be reviewing today. In Unholy Relics, Gregory Wayne is visiting Toulouse to research the destruction of Cathars during the Cathar Crusade, and after being sent to a priest who is an authority on the region, he is informed that the Cathedral of St. Sernin holds the bodies of 2 English saints, St. Edmund the King and St. Gilbert the Abbot, both relic-nabbed by Louis VIII in the 13th century. This curé then shows him what is known as the House of Hell, once belonging to one Amaury de Moissac, an alchemist who was found dead in the cathedral where he was trying to raise the spirits of dead saints. As he examines the vault where Amaury had spent his last moments, Gregory is accidentally locked inside. He intends to maybe steal the bones and take them back to Britain, but after nearly choking to death on an ancient vestment robe, he is witness to the skeletal remains of all the buried saints rising from their resting place all around him. The haunted drawers concerns a haunted chest of drawers, this being some sort of after effect from the last thoughts of a man who died in the room in 1738, trying to find some hidden letters. A nun's tragedy has Wayne visit an old church tower and descend into the crypt, and face a slimy, putrescent manifestation of a nun, walled in alive for having had a child. Fatal Oak has Wayne meet Revel the Collector and be shown a chair fashioned from a gibbet post, and be shown the horrible cindery death which befalls those who sit upon it. The demoniac goat has a Mercian coin hoard discovered, and Wayne decides to go check it out, especially since the Reverend who is supposed to have discovered it died a year before. And when they arrive at his bungalow, and the man whom no one ever sees welcomes them accompanied by a goat companion named Asmodeus. Oh, and then he reads Wayne's mind. You know, some people learn to notice red flags. The beam has a labourer's daughter menaced by the supernatural appearance of a floating ape arm, but it turns out it's a thought form due to the man having used a beam from an old mill. Which explanation makes the idea sort of fizzle out. The haunted helmet is the story of an old suit of armour, whose helmet, belonging to a man who was hanged for his part in the gunpowder plot, seems to knock over the armour every night and just walk around the air for a bit. In Borgia Pommade, Wayne has a vision of a very violent, evil man from the Renaissance period when he picks up an Urbino jar, whose contents nearly eat away the face of a young woman, due to a curse put upon the jar by a bastard son of the Pope. Bring Out Your Dead is the story of a camera case, a young researcher working on a dig, and the bubonic plague.